Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 6 of Healing Waters, a lake cruise. And what I wanted to talk to you today about was, this lake cruise that I took with my mom. We went into the deep. We kind of went deep into it, or at least I did. And I wanted to kind of find that healing place in the deep waters, and like jumping in the deep end and taking that leap and making sure that I am, like uncovering everything that I have to uncover in that deep end. And I'm thinking back when I was a lifeguard, we had to jump in the well, or the deep end of the pool, and have our clothes on, and then we'd have to dive down to the bottom of the the deep end of the pool, and pick up a brick that was like, if it'd be a child or a person, you're kind of going down and picking up this heavy weight at the bottom of the pool. And I always thought about that was good training to say, okay, you have a shirt on and jeans on and shoes on and a sweatshirt on. That's like everyday life, but you don't know when you're going to be in that deep end with all these clothes on that are weighing you down, and then you're trying to also save someone else at the same time. I don't know why that memory of doing that practice of practicing, like saving somebody with all your clothes on in the deep end of the pool, with that lake cruise that I took with my mom. And you're trying to undo what's been done 15-20 years ago. And I'm kind of thinking about that correlation between like everyday life. You have to dive down deep in order to get to the depths of like the core of the issue. So I don't know, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what I was thinking about today. And I know that some people are getting confused with, like, this is called Seed in the Sand. This isn't actually about planting seeds in the sand. This is about being planted somewhere where you're not belonging. And this is about, of course a seed cannot grow in the sand unless it's like, like a weed or some type of something. I mean, some seeds can grow in sand. I would think that there are some grasses and things like that grow in the sand. But I don't know that they start by seed. I don't know, maybe they do. So, maybe there are some seeds that grow in the sand, but for the most part, for my thinking on this is, there's seeds that are thrown in the thorns, and seeds that are thrown in the rocks, and seeds that are thrown in the sand. And those are not going to last long term. If the seeds in the fertile soil is what lasts in the long term. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to say, I want fertile soil. I want to be planted in fertile soil. I'm currently in the sand. I'm trying to move to the fertile soil. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense, people. So, and it's definitely not an informational how to grow seeds from sand. It's more of a metaphorical how to dive deep, how to dive deep into the water, how to find healing in that deep water, how to find yourself, how to find the answers to the deep questions in that deep water. So, all right. So these are the Healing Spirit Oracle cards by Gordon Smith. And they look like this. And this is the rosary that goes with them. The rosary was broken into pieces years ago, and then I put it in a jewelry box. And the jewelry box was given back to me about 4 years ago, and the rosary was back together again. It was in beads before, and now it's ready to be prayed on, and it's in one piece. So, yeah. So the prayer that I'm putting through right now with this card is togetherness and finding those deep answers. And this says your life plan is unfolding as it should. And so it says there is no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you are ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you and will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are their way of attracting your attention and giving your confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. Very soon, you will know your true purpose. That is very heartening to me, to know that there is a reason that I'm doing this. There is a reason that I'm showing you this every day. There is a reason that I do these videos. The reason is I want to find the answers. I want people to go to the deep end, go down deep and in the Healing Water by Rebecca Campbell. Go down to that deep end and find the answers. So that's what I'm putting in the intentions for these cards here today. Diving deep, and this one's kind of poking out, and it says Atlantis. And it says keep the big vision, share the alignment as you grow. Stay in alignment as you grow. What was that? My earbuds? Sorry, something fell in the bedroom. In his writings, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato describes a great civilization called Atlantis, whose island home in the Atlantic Ocean was a marvel of architecture. Its capital city was made up of a series of concentric circles separated by moats of water, and at the center was a temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. The Atlanteans were highly advanced people who were very much tapped into and connected with the energy of the universe. They also harnessed... What? Sorry. They also harnessed the power of water and air in their technologies and practices. Perhaps this is where the tremendous psychic and magical abilities for manifesting their great visions into the physical came from. Eventually, Atlantis's growth got out of hand, and its people became greedy and disrespectful. A series of earthquakes caused the island to sink to the bottom of the ocean, and the millennia people have been captured by the legend of this lost civilization. This card is one of huge visions and promises. You have the potential to create great things in this world. However, it comes with a warning to stay in alignment when you grow, to create rather than produce. Don't get addicted to growth. Instead, stay true to your mission and inner calling. In Soul Inquiry, it says, what are you being called to create? How are you focusing? How can you focus on creating rather than producing? And how can you stay in alignment as you grow? How can you stay in alignment as you grow? So those are 3 really empowering questions and something to think about today. And I will chat with you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.